Hello, everyone. This is Sergeant Gonzalo Duran, once again from Devil Dog USA. I'm the CEO, and I'm asking you for your help. 99% of all our programs and events is free to the community. We do this by having sponsorship that's at a sliding scale, and we ask for small donations from the community. So how can you help us? Well, one, you can go to our website, www.devildogUSAinc.org. Look at the articles, look at the events that we do, look at the pictures, and if you have it in your heart, go on our donation page and help us out. If you want, go to one of our events, see how the community helps us, see how we give ourselves and we support and we bring the community in one place to support the military, the veterans, and the community itself, and drop off a little cash to our donation boxes. And until I see you guys, as always, God bless America.
Check the Real G Spotlight magazine. It's out every monthly issue, and you can get that at www.madcloud.com. Again, you get that at www.madcloud.com. It's called the Real G Spotlight magazine. If you wanted to be on that, you can contact me on my Instagram at officialverog.
You know who would be your baby mama's favorite DJ, DJ Loudmouth himself. You're now locked in to award-winning JM Empire Media Radio Network. That's right, on all platforms. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Speaker, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, worldwide, baby. All streaming platforms where you listen to your radio and podcasts. That's right, home of VOG Spotlight TV Radio. Vet Talk with Sergeant Gonzalo Duran, and a lot more. The #1 platform for independent unsigned music artists worldwide. All right, let's go!
Hello, everyone. This is Vet Talk, and I'm your host, Sergeant Gonzalo Duran. I'd like to start off by thanking our executive producers, JM Empire Media and Vero G Productions, for making our 6th year our best year. Also to sponsors such as Has Heart, a Michigan-based organization that helps put veterans and art together to make fashion, such as this shirt right here. For more information about them, check out their website at www.hashearts.us. Now, for this episode, our honored guest is Reverend Carmen Hernandez, the president of the New York City Chamber of Commerce for the LGBTQS. Reverend, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored.
Now, Reverend, if you could start off by telling us a little bit about your background and the organization as well, which I believe I said it wrong. It's the New York City LGBTQS Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm a Latina Puerto Rican, the real one that was born in Rio Piedra. We're 9 brothers, 5 brothers and 4 sisters. I'm the oldest from the girls. I grew up in the South Bronx. I grew up with a lot of icons in those areas back then. They were my mentor, and it led me one to another doing community work since I was 10 years old with Maria Teresa, the nun, Sister Sophia. That right now she's in India, I found out. They transfer her over there, but they taught me the community, and I wanted to be a nun. But my mom said, wait till you get older and you can make a decision. So I became born again Christian to serve. I always knew since young I wanted to serve the community, and I've been doing it ever since. And here I am.
And here you are. The Rev. I see it's spelled T-H-A-R-E-V.
Yeah, R-E-V. Okay. That's how they call me. And I started making a hat. I even made my phone, the Rev. You know, so that's how I'm known in the Bronx.
And now regarding your organization.
Well, my organization, I have a couple of them. I'm the TA president of Water Nitro Development on Watson. I'm also the youth community pastor, not from a church, but doing community work with young people. That's Stratford Community Services, giving kids and youth a chance. I was ordained in October 11, 1997, of my work for the kids in the community. I'm also the founder, like you just announced, the New York City LGBTQS Chamber of Commerce, and that led to another. I'm the founder of LGBTQS United as One. That's social justice under the umbrella of the Chamber. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but I have, I believe, almost 15 years now. I'm the founder of the first ever Latina Hip Hop Summit that I did with Russell Simmons.
Oh, wow.
And we did it in Lehman College.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had all the artists, Aventura. I got those pictures on Facebook. I was with Aventura, Reverend Run, Nina Sky, if people remember Nina Sky.
Yeah, of course.
They were there. Napoleon Rosie Perez, I was there. We had a few of them. We had Huey Dubar. We had the after party in the bar. It was awesome, you know. So it was to help our local our local artists and promote them as well. That was my goal. But also my goal was the cops were arresting the young people to destroy their credibility so they don't vote. It's always been an agenda, and it still is. There's always someone controlling that want to control the black, the Latinos. And unfortunately, we have white supremacists that do sit in these high courts, and cops, you know, in these uniform and that has higher power that are controlling our society. And I've been all my life trying to tell the community, we always need to keep intact and protect ourselves, because nobody's going to protect you than your own. So I teach my tenants that if we don't look out for us, nobody don't expect outside to care for you. If you don't care, and you know, people start caring, and my goal is to continue start caring and helping one another. So I'm hoping that a lot of people, you know, that I could be an example to a lot, you know, and I see my friends doing what, you know, I'm doing, but in other stuff, you know, so I'm so honored.
And I love that, Rev. You know, for me personally, my ideology is more politically wise, is for the people to work and build and make the changes, rather relying on others to do the work and stuff like that. So I'm right there with you. Now, regarding the chamber, some of the work that what I try to do for us here is to try to see where we can fit the veteran community with the organizations that come up. Now, I know you have, or there's a program where you guys are working on with the mayor's office, and how veteran entrepreneurs could probably fit in there.
Yeah, I'm proud to say that I sit in 3 committees with the mayor. One is the small business services. One is with the faith leaders, and the other one just started thanks to myself for advocacy and the Latino advocacy that I sit in those committee with the mayor. I always say, where's the voice for us Latino? We need to have a Pacific, just like the blacks have it. Where's the Latino? So I'm proud to say, and I sit in the committee, we launched the first ever small business for Latino task force. So it's done in the mayor. We have a voice. So this is where we could represent and let our Latino, like yourself, the veterans, the small businesses, those that want to start their businesses, that they'll have these resources as well. And my goal is to empower as many I can, because a lot of businesses and a lot of organizations do not know what to do or what do, you know, why you do an organization, why you incorporate it. Are you doing it to get money, or are you doing it because you really want to help your community? In all my 50 years of community work, I never got paid. I never did anything I done it for money. You know, everything has come out of my pocket, or has just been blessed by sponsors at those moments that they believe my cause, and they have, like Coca-Cola was one of them that was with me for a couple of years, and we made history together, you know. So I thank for the founders of Coca-Cola of New York City, Don Luis, I forgot his name, but I know him as Don Luis. They loved me and fell in love with me, and I'm so honored that we have, because we didn't come here on our own. We're here because there was a lot of people that believe in what I do. And let me tell you, it was a lot of straight people, not LGBT. I didn't got no support of LGBT. I got support of my straight allies.
And, you know, speaking personally, you know, a lot of the work and reason why we've been working so well together over the years is because that S in that, you know, the LGBTQS work that you've done, that straight community is always trying to bring that in. So, you know, I'm right there with you on that as well. Now, if somebody wanted to get more information regarding the programs that you're offering, the ones that you're doing with the mayor's office, how would they go about reaching you?
Well, I'm happy to say, I don't know if people watch the news, but the mayor came out in the press. I couldn't make it, but because I sit in that committee, I'm proud to say that we started the My City I'm one of the people responsible with the other committee that sits with us, like other Chamber of Commerce and all these businesses that are in that committee. They call us to do how we feel about the website. So everything you see that's constructed is constructed by us, by your community leaders that sit in those committees. So when I see the My City, I feel so proud because this is something that's gonna, for me, help my Latino community. Because a lot of them, small business don't wanna come out of their zone. They're stuck in their in the restaurant, they're stuck in their candy store, whatever business. The Latinos, they don't come out to go to these mayor's events to educate yourself, to empower yourself. I'm proud to say that My City is here. It has all the tools that anybody, for veterans, for small businesses, for if you want to know about a ticket, if you want to know what's going on with your application, with certification, all the stuff is going to be in one-shot deal in My City. So I'm very honored and proud of this wonderful work, and hopefully we could reach out as many small businesses as well. The Black community is doing with the Black community. My goal is to make sure that the Latino community has a platform and a voice, and that everything is right there at the fingertip.
That's beautiful, Rev.
Yeah.
From my part, from seeing it as a nonprofit and CEO, working with the Bronx Veteran Chamber of Commerce, we partner with them to offer grant writing, business information, resources, office space, etc., stuff like that. One of the hardest problems that we've had over the years is, since we're located in the South Bronx, although we help everybody in New York City, in the South Bronx, people are coming in more often, and they don't know whether they want to be hustlers or they want to be actually entrepreneurs, because there's a difference between doing it on the low and then being incorporated, what kind of corporation you want to do, dealing with taxes and being, thinking about insurance and payrolls and everything such as that. It's a time consuming. It's not an easy process. When somebody walks into our office, they say, look, I want to start this business. I'm like, one of the first things I bring up, do you have a logo? No? Okay, well, you have to get a logo.
You have a business plan.
You have a business plan. You have to do a write-up. Do you have enough capital right now to get your incorporation? Because even that costs anywhere between, depending on who you go with, for $500 to $2,000.
Well,
give or take.
Well, you see, this is why there's chambers of commerce and there's organization like yourself. When we met, I remember educating you about it and tell you do a veteran chamber of commerce, because it's important. Even though I know a veteran chamber of commerce that exists, that I wanted to connect you. Remember me telling you I wanted to connect you with Frank, so with Francisco. So that way you guys can empower each other, because that's what it is, Latino empowering each other with resources. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm doing. They call me the connector, is connecting people to go the right way, not the wrong way. People think because I run a nonprofit organization is just as doing a business, because you got to pay taxes, you got to make sure if you're making certain amount. Thank God we don't, because I say we're the poorest chamber because we're helping the poorest guy. So, people want everything free, and unfortunately not everything is free. There's certain stuff that you got to pay, like Small Business Administration. Mm-hmm. They have those services free. They help you and guide you what kind of license you need. What is it that you want to do, like nonprofit, and coach you for free what is a nonprofit and what you want to do, what kind of license, because not all license is correct for you. And some people end up paying taxes for the wrong license. Mm-hmm. for the organization because they weren't equipped. So the Small Business Administration and My City that now is here, it's free service to you. So it's there. It's starting now in English, but they're going to do it in Spanish language, in Asian language, in Greek language. It's going to be there for everybody. We just launched it now, and now they're working on to make it, translation that people could put it in their language. But it's there. It's at your fingertip. Educate yourself. People, want to have this, rich, I want to make the money quick, but nobody wants to do the work. So people like myself that work all her life, and they consider me, oh, she got contact, or because I put photos of people that I know. I work hard for that. Mm-hmm. I go out there, my Chamber of Commerce cover my expense to go and represent them, so it's not easy, but people want to go through me to get it easy, and then you see them acting like they got the information by themselves. And that's another issue. I have a problem with Latinos. You help them get connected with the politics or whatever, and they start in an organization, whatever, and you're not even invited. You're not even, all of a sudden they...
Hello, everyone. This is Sergeant Gonzalo Duran, once again from Devil Dog USA. I'm the CEO, and I'm asking you for your help. 99% of all our programs and events is free to the community. We do this by having sponsorship that's at a sliding scale, and we ask for small donations from the community. So how can you help us? Well, one, you can go to our website, www.devildogusainc.org. Look at the articles, look at the events that we do, look at the pictures, and if you have it in your heart, go on our donation page and help us out. If you want, go to one of our events, see how the community helps us, see how we give ourselves and we support and we bring the community in one place to support the military, the veterans, and the community itself, and drop off a little cash to our donation boxes. And until I see you guys, as always, God bless America.
Like they did it on their own. So you know what? I don't know you, so don't come for more, because I'm doing it for the right reason. Some people come for the wrong reason, and that's why they never succeed, especially Latino community. We don't succeed because we think about me. We don't think about we. Now the blacks realize it, that it's not about me. Now they're like they're supporting each other. Where we at?
I love the direct approach you always have on top of that. Over the years, your counseling for me and everything like that.
I've always been a straight shooter.
Exactly. And I remember the last big piece of advice you gave me. You said, Gonzalo, your flyers look like poop. And, I was like, I took that hard. And then I started working on.
I'm sorry, I couldn't make us like.
I'm perfectly
If you want a
fine
true friend, because for me, you veterans deserve everything in this life. For me, I have family veterans. I have cousins, veterans. For me, you guys deserve, because you sacrifice your life to go out there and fight for what? For us, we're sleeping thanks to you. Thanks to you guys. And you deserve a house when you come out of war. You deserve everything. They shouldn't wait till you get handicapped to give you something. It should be given to you with all the utmost respect because of the sacrifice that you guys done. So I want to say it publicly, Gonzalo. That's why I don't mind helping you, because that's my gift to the veterans. Because the hard work that you do, I see who's the hard workers, and that's the people I help, people that want to continue helping other people, especially helping your veterans. That for me is very important. It's personal to me. Which I appreciate.
I've always appreciated, Rev. When we started working together, one of the things that besides being a representative for the straight community, was for the veteran community. And I believe during that time period, the do wax don't tell policy from the government was repealed, and my part in working with you and the other members of the LGBT community was so that we can try to get more legal services for the veterans to upgrade their discharge. Since then, open door policy. I've come to you for counseling and other things like that, and over the years we've worked together in different projects. I remember the last one was the Safe Haven project. Bringing teens together with hip hop so they can integrate with the community. Shout out to Apollonia for helping us out on that as well.
He's awesome.
Yes. Now, what have you? I want you to get. I've never really asked you this question. What have you done in the past that's something that you like to bring up and talk about? That's a highlight to your career so far.
Gosh, I have a long resume. I did so many stuff. I founded, I helped Frank, I met this guy, Frank Garcia, which forever I am grateful to him. That taught me about Chamber of Commerce, because I'm a community girl. I'm a community activist, is what I do best, is help my people in the community. When he introduced me Chamber of Commerce, then he took me to Atlanta, Georgia, and I saw all those 500 Fortune companies. Met them right there, AOL, remember AOL?
Yeah.
I met the team of AOL, everybody, the mother was there. I mean, I'm talking to you, the presidents of the company. I met the president of Colgate.
Oh, That's
Colgate, the toothpaste.
Okay.
I met him. He's a short guy.
I think I met him as well.
And he has a foul mouth, but he's straight up shooter too. And how lucky he's the CEO. He could say whatever he wants, and you can do nothing about it. But he was so nice to me when I met him. He was like, commend me on my work. So we had, Colgate, he gave me a lot of stuff for my kids back then. I'm talking to you about almost 30 years ago. So those are the things that, to bring, when my eyes open, I was like, this is what we need in New York City. But I struggle so hard because the mentality of Latinos is frustrating. It just, I have to step back and just like, okay, something got to change. And I keep telling everyone, I said, you guys got to change. The way you think, the way you conduct is unprofessional. It's unprofessional. And we're not going to get nowhere that way. And I try to, my goal is to unite all these businesses in New York City, Latinos, so we could come together and make it happen.
I like to say one thing that we've tried to do as well, with the chamber, the Veteran Chamber and Devil Dog USA, is help organization as a fiscal sponsor, where that's helping an organization that may not have the administrative capabilities to become incorporated at the moment, but give them the resources that they need. So, to give an example, what you were saying earlier, and tag on to that, we offer our space for organizations to come in and do some activities so that they can generate money. So we'll be their parent organization, and they'll give a percentage based off of their revenue, let's say for a donation.
You're the fiscal can do it.
Yeah. And, but the problem is we say, look, here's an office space where you can do something. Now all you have to do is get the people to come in, do the work, take that portion and use that, that revenue to get your incorporation. That's one of my ways of saying who's really serious about the work. Because 100 people may email me, say, look, I want to do this, I want to be, I want to do, and then when you say, okay, do you have a logo? Get your thing, get you ready, want you, whatever. Start doing your media, give out the flyers, and then that number turns to maybe 2 or 3, and then even then that's problematic right there. So I see what you're saying, and I've seen it firsthand over the years. But that's the difference between somebody who's going to be proactive and who's going to last the time, test of time. You've been a great leader for the community, the LGBT community, the Latino community, all communities in general. And I thank you for the things that you've done for us. I know there's people out there that want to say thank you as well. So on behalf of them, thank you as well, Rev.
No, it's my honor. Is having a mom that raised us on her own, and seeing what she gone through, domestic violence and all those stuff, and seeing growing that with her. It affected me. It affected my siblings. It affects the family. When you don't have that when I lost my mom 4 years ago, I not only lost a mother, I lost a dad, because she were both. She was my mom and she was my dad. So for me, has been a double impact, because now I was without her, without both of her. So it's what Oprah Winfrey says. You take your drama, let's say drama or things that you happen in life, and convert it into what? You could do 2 things. Go and get drunk or get high to forget about your past, or you're going to make something productive of it. I decided to do something productive of it. I decided to help others, kids like myself, other people like my mom. Everything that I do is honoring her, is honoring her legacy, is honoring her strength, is honoring the hard work that she did for my siblings and the goals. And every one of them have their professional, have their career, and they owe it all to her. I could take a part of it, but it's her. It comes down to her, because her sacrifice as a mother, the little that she knew, is not what we have today. She didn't have that privilege. And that's why I work so hard to make sure that our mothers have that privilege to take care of her children, to take care of their grandchildren, to take care of la familia, you know, and I'm very family oriented person. I believe in family. I believe unidad. I believe taking care of your elderlies, your elder. I thank God. I never thought I would be there for my grandmother. I was to the end with my grandmother, and I was to the end for my mom. Not only I was there as a child and went through all her life problems and issue, but I was able to bury my mom and do it with such a pride because she was a survivor. And she made a survivor. She made me, you know? So, and I praise God that I was able to tell her alive that everything that I do is because of her. It's because of her suffering, her strength, you know, her Latina core has made me who I am to help other people. My mother was like combobulated because she's a tough cookie. She don't believe in love, you know, don't hug me. I used to hug her. My brother Raul used to hug her. We didn't care. We gave her love because she didn't knew what love was. She knew love by the love I gave her, the love that I give you, the love that I give everyone that's in my world. My world, I give love. And if it doesn't come back to me, then you know what? It's your loss. I don't need to have you in my life if you're negative, if you're, you know, evil, because that's evil. When you don't care about other human being and you don't care of, you know, everything's all negative, it's all greed, it's all selfishness, I don't want part of it. I'd rather be poor, but I'm rich because I got Jesus Christ. So I got everything I need. And one thing that he always give me is a smile on my face. No matter, nobody knows the struggles that I go through myself, because God always put a smile on my face because he's in control. He's in control of my life. He's in control of everything that I do. And everything that I do, Gonzalo, I give him the glory because it's him that gives us the strength to do the things that he calls us to do. And what people got to find out, what is my calling? My calling is my community. That's my pulpit. That's my preaching platform. It's there with the people that I interact. That they call me the business preacher when I go to these events. They call me the preaching. I got so many names out there, you know. But it's really empowerment, you know. I want to empower as many people because you leave this life. You ain't gonna take your 65-inch TV with you.
No, you won't.
But you're gonna take your spirit. And when you meet face to face, because all of us got to meet God, and all of us got to tell him, I'm able to say to him, is the day that he calls me, is to say like Paul did. Like Paul said in the word, that he said, Lord, I did the best that I could with what you gave me. What he gave me, I used it for his glory. What he gave me, even was probably little, but it's a lot for him. It's helping my neighbors. It's helping my tenants. It's looking out for my elderly. When we had COVID, I was out there sick as myself that I needed people come to help me. I was out there with my mask and knocking all my tenants and make sure they were okay. And make sure I get my senator to bring us food. You know, which I thank Senator Luis Sepulveda, who was with us in the most, I mean, COVID-19 was the most drastic that I ever been through in my life. And to have him there was a blessing. Was able to get us on Salamanca, was able to get us Hunts Point Market, and I thank them as well for getting us baskets of fruits and vegetables for my tenants. So all those stuff is because people believe in you, Gonzalo. And when people believe and you show with action than just words, I've been a person of action, you know. I've been a person that they've been hating on for no reason because I'm doing what God called me to do. I tell people, if you don't like my method, if you don't like who I am, that's your problem. You're going to have to deal with God, not me. I'm too busy, you know, thinking what I'm going to do for the next event. I'm planning a nice one, but I'm going to keep it quiet. But okay. Yeah, is because you can't let your people know what you're doing. Like my mother said, don't spill the beans too much. Just let it be.
All right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna end our show, and what I want to say for the viewers out there, how can they reach you, Rev?
Easy. Google my name.
Google.
Google loves me. Google Rev, R-E-V, Rev space Carmen, and you see Hernandez come out. Rev Carmen Hernandez, and you see all my work. And there you find my email. You find me on Facebook. You find me on Instagram. You find me on Twitter. You find me in Printer. You find me everywhere. I'm everywhere. MySpace, no space, which space, and what way and what not. you'll find Rev Carmen there.
Perfect. Now, for the viewers out there, if you're trying to reach Reverend Carmen Hernandez, she already told you how you can. For those veterans or individuals that want to do entrepreneurship, right here, this is a key focal point right here that you can try to reach out to her. For individuals that want to be guests on the show, please feel free to check out our website, www.devildogusainc.org. Feel free to reach out to me at CEO@devildogusainc.org as well. As always, God bless America.